Let us start the traveling salesman problem using the dynamic programming approach. Okay. So yesterday I started. So clearly I am making you understand for the slides also you can better understand. Let's see what is exactly a traveling salesman problem exactly. Okay. Let us understand first. So we are telling the traveling salesman problem is an NP hard problem. In your fourth unit I will discuss what is NP hard. Okay, that I'm going to clarify what is your NP hard and NP completeness. We'll discuss there. But for the timing, you just remember this is a kind of your NP hard problem. That means the problem can be solved using a number of approaches. Okay, this TSC problem can be, there are number of ways people have solved this. Okay, we can also go through many various methods. But as per your syllabus, it is given through, you have to discuss through the dynamic programming. So easiest approach to solve this problem would be enlisting all the possible paths, calculating their cost and printing path with the minimum cost. We'll discuss how to find the possible paths, how you calculate their cost and the printing paths with the minimum cost. So this is called actually brute force approach. Okay. In this way the brute force approach is done and in there we have to follow these things. But we are not going to go discuss the brute force approach. Our objective is to discuss the dynamic programming approach. The brute force approach is easier than the dynamic approach. Okay. Brute force method is also easier than the dynamic approach. However, using dynamic approach gives the advantage. Okay. It gives the advantage of the earlier value being in the present steps, because already you have discussed the how LCS using the previous value, or mixture multiplications we have discussed how they are using the previous values. So once the value has been calculated, it is not calculated for the twice. We have seen this thing. That's why we people are following the dynamic programming approach. We will earlier calculated values in the present steps. This problem can be stated as follows. The problem is like this: a list of cities V and their pairwise distance is D, such that D is a set where Xi belongs to D is the between L and M. So L and M will be the two sources we will discuss. From the distance you have to measure from the two different cities. Okay. So M of this problem is the M is to find the shortest possible tour. The salesman will travel from city to city, from place to place. Okay, that is called the tour. So M of this is to find the shortest possible tour that can be made to each city exactly once. Remember, the condition is you have to. We will take the example and we will make you understand how it will go to exactly once also. Okay. And keeping net cost minimum. So whatever distance you will travel from one city to another, he will not be allowed to visit that city twice. Suppose he is visiting from A to B, B to C, C to D, again he cannot visit the C again or D. So I will take this experiment. So objective is that it will make exactly once and keeping the net cost minimum. The cost should be minimum in traveling. Okay. So what is this exactly dynamic programming approach? These are the steps we should follow in. Okay. The steps says, the first step says, convert the problem to a search problem. In case of the dynamic approach, always convert the problem to a search problem. And TSP is also a search problem. Traveling salesman problem is also a search problem. Okay. The set of possible paths would have search space. Okay, you have to find the set of possible paths that would form a search space. From the search, so what will be the number of paths we will discuss? We will just hide the search space also. Okay. From this search space, the paths that cover all the vertices without having to traverse any vertex twice. This is the constraint. If you are one vertex to other, and during the traverse, the twice visited are to be chosen. Okay. So what we'll do? So the path that cover all the vertices without having to traverse any vertex twice. Means if the vertex is visited twice, then we are not going to consider those paths. So from amongst the selected path, the path minimum cost is chosen. This is the actual idea. This is the step 1. In the next step, what we will do? Develop a recursive procedure. We will develop a recursive procedure. Means number of times we will call the same thing. Dynamic programming does like that. Okay. We have to develop a recursive procedure to solve the problem. The following function of cost would help to find the optimal cost of going from source node to the destination. This is the exact function we will use. This function is used in the dynamic programming approach of solving the our traveling salesman problem. Okay. So that is cost of IS. What is S? I will tell you. S is the set. What is I is the source. Then among that we have to find the minimum of Cij, roots of Cij. Then cost you have to find J. Then from the set remaining S minus J. I will discuss how it is found. What is your set of all vertices? How it is minus we will discuss. Last step. Convert the above relation into a non-recursive procedure which should be able to fill the table values. Then using these non-recursive values, it will using your non-recursive procedure values, we should fill up the tables. Let us discuss this with taking an example that we had taken yesterday. Same example I am just going to do. Okay, using these 3 steps. And it is very easy steps, and in the next step seems to be very difficult, but whenever we are solving this problem, you can understand. So next, what we are going to take an example. We will start example taken yesterday. This is example you consider. What is that? Consider the given graph and their corresponding adjacent matrix. Okay, under the TSP problem. So this is A, B, C. Assume that A, B, C, there are 4 different cities. The trial salesman will to B, okay, B to C, or A to B, B to C, C to A, or A to C, C to D, D to A. Because there are both location is there. You can see the arrow mark is given both in the graph. But we are considering that the A is the source. It is the hometown of the salesman. It will start from this hometown and it will move from A to B or any other paths. So among which will be the minimum cost path where the salesman will travel from the source A. Again, he will travel all the cities like B, C, D, and he or she will return to his hometown. Okay. So problem statement is like this. Consider source A, B, C, D. Problem say salesman starts his home city A and travel visit all other city exactly once, then return to its own city without making a cycle. It should not make a complete cycle. But if you are starting from A, going to B, then C, C to D, then it will make to but A. With that, you should not make a particle. Okay, it is the things. It should see A to B, it should C, C to D, D to A. Okay, how you will do these things? It will not visit twice the same path. Okay, if you will going to same path, but exactly to return to home. Okay, how it is happen? So this is the graph. Their corresponding matrix is given. This is called the adjacency matrix. In some problems you will find these words on this graph itself also. But I have taken an adjacency matrix in order to cover the clumsiness of this graph. Okay, you can see to B, A, B, C, D I have taken here A, B, C, D. So what is A? Always A to A distance. A to A 0, B to B 0, C to C 0, D to D 0. So A to B distance is, if you say A to B distance is 16, A to B is 16, A to C is 11, A to D is 6. Similarly, D to A will be, what? 5. But if you say A to D, so A to D is 6. So in this way it is given. Okay, there are things. So let us see how we are solving this. Here. So let us see he travels. Suppose he travels A to B from B to C, then C to D, D to A. These paths are possible. This can allow. It can be. It is not traveling twice. Second, you see, if it is saying A to D, D to C, then C to B, B to A, path is also possible because it is not also visiting any city twice. Okay. Then you see A to D and D to C and C to B and B to and D to A. I have taken a path, but I think this path is not possible. Okay. To path possible, but below is not possible. Means this path is not because D is covered twice. You mark this is the D, this is the D. This point is covering twice. Since it is covering twice, so we say that this path will not be considered because this is our constraint. He or she will visit exactly once. Okay. So what should be the number of paths possible? Okay. You can see whenever we will see this graph, this is the possible paths. How? Let's see from A I am starting. Just see here you can go. This graph you just imagine from here A it can go to B, from A it can go to C, from A also it can go to D. If you home city, there are three chances are there: A to B, A to D, A to C. Okay, are you understanding this? Since we are taking three possibilities, you see I have taken the same possibilities path. From A to B I have taken, B A to C taken, A to B. Clear? What you will go? For reaching B, you can see if he going to reaching B, either he can go to C or go to D. He cannot go to A again because A will be twice because you will return after visiting. So from B you will see it is twice. Two paths. One B to D he can go or B to C can go. Similarly, if he goes to C, there will be two paths. C to B he can go or C to D. Similar to D, it can go to D to C or it can go to A. Clear? Similarly, you can see that possibilities are written here. But you can mark it here that he is going A to B, A to C, A to D. If A to B is there, there are two possibilities because A is covered, B is covered. Possibility either C or D. Clear? So if he is going to C, there is one possibility that is D is there. From A to B, B to C, C to D, then to hometown A. So I have given this path. Later I will show you what are the values exactly. I will explain to you. Similarly, from A to B, you see, when reaching B, exactly is telling he may go to D. So if it is visiting cities, only city will be C. That's why A to B, B to D, then C, then it will return to hometown A. Okay, understanding? Yeah. So then you can see if it's starting from A, again A to it is going to C. There are two possibilities. One is B or D. If it is traveling from B, one more possibilities that is D. So A, C, B, D, again it will return to home. That is the A. Are you understanding? That is the A. So there is A is there. Similarly, A to C, C to D, one possibility D, even travel B, the return to home. Then similarly from A to D, if it is going to D, there are two paths, either go from B or you can go to C. If you are B, one more path exists, that is C, you can visit C, return to home. And if it is going to C, then it will go to D, then return. So did you understand this path what I am discussing or any doubt? Anybody is not understanding because it is an understandable problem. Okay? Or anybody is not understanding. Okay? So okay. So how we are calculating the distance? Let us see returning from again to return to home. So what path is cover the cost. So what is the D to A value? You will see adjacency matrix graph. D to A is given what? D is how much? 5. So I have taken at the point D. Okay, at the point D it is 5. Okay. Then from C to D how much? At the C to D how much traveling? C to A total path I will find. At the D point it is written 5. So C to D is how much? You will see C to D 14 exactly. Given C 14. Okay, in that path you can see C to D is what? I'll find C to D. How much? C to D. How much? It is 9 and visited 5. So 9 plus 5, 14. So you see at that point it will be 14. 9 plus this 5. So C to D is 9, this 5, 14. So this is 14. Similarly to B to C. B to C will be, but it is already 14. But B should distance is 13. So 14 plus 14, it is 27. Okay. Similarly, if it is choosing this path, what is the thing? C to A is 4. From D to C is 4. 2. This 4 plus 2 at the D point. Similarly, find B to D. B to D will be 16 and this is covered 6, 22. So you see, if it is traveling from route A, come down, through B, through C, through D and A it is going, it is traveling 27. Okay. But if it is going to through this B to D, D to C, D to A, it is going 22. Obviously, among these, he will choose this path as per my graph. Okay. Similarly, if he go for C, he choose that again A to B is 5, then this is B to D is 16, this plus 5 21, and C to B is 21, this 7, this 21 plus 7 20. Similarly, from that is this path will also 29. Going through 3, he will choose left hand side, this C B D A, nor this path. Okay. Similarly, this is the D. If it's the same path, they are like that. You have calculated the value. It is 29. Right side is 17. So among these, only 17. So you may choose A, D, C, B, A. But again, you just see among the B, C, D, the minimum among the 22. This is choose from here 28 may choose, and may 17 may choose. Again, from this, which one to choose? Clear? So this problem, this is the possible solution. Among this, one answer is there. From this graph, exactly one answer is there. To solve the same, but through the dynamic approach. These are like we can also do the shortest. Okay, not shortest, we can say that is the minimum cost. So let us proceed with this approach of. I told this is minimum, we can travel. Okay. Let us use the dynamic programming approach. This is the objective. Okay. What is dynamic programming formula? Already I have said. Formula is cost of IS, then minimum, that is what? Minimum of weight of ij. You have to choose weight of ij plus cost j. This j, this is j, this is j. J, then set s minus the set j element in the set j. This j. Then what will be? How to find these things? Okay. Suppose my A is A. What? My I is taking A. So A is my source. So then from A, which paths I can go? I can go B, C, D. I have already shown to you. Since I go C, D. So now if I use this formula, how to find? The find will be cost A, comma, then S remaining set is B, C, D. Like in the S, we are writing curly braces B, C, D. Okay. If it is BCD, then you have to find minimum of what? Again, this is a recursive because already I have said we have to make a recursive procedure. So it will be, this is a, the formula will say cost of A to B, so weight of A to B plus cost A. If I am choosing B, remaining will be BCD, B minus will be CD. This is CD. Similarly, again, there will be possibility was A to C because C, and there will be cost of C remaining is BD. That's a BD. S minus, writing S minus J. So the A here you see J is B, inside the S B C D, so minus B, so CD. Similarly here C, then D, then you just weight of what? A to D, I am using weight of D, then cost, then bracket D, this J is then minus what? This S minus J, D, then it will be DC. You see. So this is a, this cost function is calling these three times. If you look, this is again a cost function. So this cost function will be cost it will call recursively. This cost function we are writing cost A, B, C, D. That, okay, I am writing three cases because A to B, A to C, A to D. For that thing I am writing weight of A to B cost, because I have already shown how to find the minimum cost. So for that minimum, in the case. So this W A to B, weight of AB plus cost B, then what? CD. So you see, this I have given a single. So the single means I am again calling this function. So I will call this function from where? To this place. I am calling from this directly to this place. I can directly draw it. Okay. So from this you see this is called. I have given a line below. That's why I call that. Later on I will say how this value I am getting. Okay. Don't give attention this value. Understand the formula fast. Okay. So what is cost BCD? Now you see. So again I will cost BCD. Again this formula. What will this? So that will be plus cost of this C is there. C minus D. So cost of C to D. So what is the weight of B to C? Already I have found. You can see that graph. What is the weight of B to C? Let us see the graph. That is their graph. B to C. B to C. 13. So you put that value 13 weight. Because it is a weighted matrix graph. You can take there. Okay. That's why taken 13. Then you see cost of what? Again you have to find cost of CD. Just imagine again this cost of CD again is a recursive procedure. Okay. You see from here I am calling to. Again to get this value I have to go to this value. Cost of C and D, you see again I am writing. That is why this make a recursive procedure. So cost of CD, we just see this is your cost of C will be weight of C to D plus cost D. If it is D, inside the C one element is there. If D is taken, other will be 5 element. Means no elements there, no stations is there, no, we can say no cities more. So if no cities are more, he has traveled. Where he is to go? He is to go to the hometown. So he is to race to hometown. That's why if become high, always you have hometown. That is A. So this is weight of CD. That is not cost. We can say this is weight of D. Okay, not cost of D. Cost of D is weight of D. So C to D is how much? Will this C to D? Just check it. C to D is in the graph C to D 9. Okay, C to D 9. So I have written 9 also there. You can mark it. C to D is 9. Okay, you see C to D 9 value. So that is cost of D means weight of D to A. What is the D to A? Let us go to there again. Okay, this is D to A. You can check there. Value is D to A. How much? 5. So I have taken 5. Are you understanding now? So this method, what you are finding there, then D to A you are getting how much? You just see. You are finding the D to A. So what is the D to A value? That is 5. You can say D to A is 5. So it is 14. Clear now? So if it is finding cost C to D, okay, another is there because you have to find. So it is 14. Just imagine, just go to previous step. So I have found this W weight of BC is 13. From this I got the 14. So 13 plus 14 it becomes 27. Clear? Similarly, weight of B cost of D to C. D to C again I have calculated in that way. So weight of DC then cost of C to 5. Because nothing is there 5 is CA. So weight of C is, then weight of CA is 4. So 6. So I have to put it 6 here. So I am getting cost of BCD how much? 22. Okay. So among these, which is the minimum? We have to choose the minimum among these. So 22 is the minimum. Now you can see in that cases I have taken where 22 value. Okay. Value getting 22. So we are getting this value 22. We calculated from here only this value. Clear? After cost of BCD you got it. Okay. You just remember this will be 34 plus 22, not this is not 12, sorry, it is mistaken. to 22 we are taking from that. Okay, mistakenly written it will 38. Okay, it is mistakenly this 12. You just see that will be 22. Among these two value, minimum is 22. I will take 22. So value is exactly 16 plus 22, 38. Okay, this is a typo mistake. You just make it 2. This value will be 2. Okay, 22. 16 plus 22. Okay, you should make it correct. Okay, so this is a, you can make it 16 plus to what? 22, that will be 30. Clear, understood? Similarly, again you see will be W to SC. Then W of SC, because I have taken B, so next I will see. So weight of C, cost of CBD. Again this is recursive. I will find the CBD. So if you find the CBD is there. What is the CBD? You can say also find this is cost of CBD. Okay, cost of CBD. So that is cost of B. Similar cost of C2B. Finding 29. So this will take the 28, because again you have to find cost of B to D like that. Okay, so from this only you are getting 21 to this value and this 20, because whenever finding this cost of BD, it is recursively called. So it is recursively called. Again you are finding this cost of D5 means D to A, but in D to 5 means you will take D to A. Again I am finding 21. Similarly, cost of D to B, again I am checking minimum weight of W to D plus cost B to 5. So it is 21. So this 21 value I am putting here, the CBD value, and weight from cost BD is, weight from CBD is 7, and this value is 21. This is 28. And it is C to D is 9, from here 20. 29. So among this which is minimum? 20. So minimum value I have taken there. Just see, I will take it 28. Okay, 28, 29, 28. So this is 11. Cost of A to C 11 is there in the graph. I found 28 recursive. So it will 39. Clear? Last one. Again, because I took the B, I took the C, remaining is D. So weight of A to B plus cost D to BC. So again, I have to calculate D to BC. So I see I have recursively solved on third line. Given 3 lines square. Okay. Last one you can see here I have calculated. This is the function. Okay. So cost of D to C will be similar calculation. Minimum of whatever to B, then cost of B to C. B to C will calculate like that. I have how to find the cost of B to C. Okay. Because I have shown you how to find this thing, cost of single terms like this. I have already shown you how to find out. Okay. So B to C, that means what? C to 5, automatically B to C given. Okay. So it will be, the element will be next will 5, the value will be 12 plus 17, 20. This above value. Similarly, weight of D to C, then cost of C to B. Because first when you have to choose a B, actually C. Automatically the value. You will get it. So this is 12 plus 17, 29. Again this 2 plus 15, 17. Cost of BC. Cost of BC you can see. Okay. Okay, you can calculate there. Clear? So from that we are getting this is 6 and so we are taking 23. Just see. Okay. This is 17 the minimum, so we took that value. So now come to this main function, because from here we have got recursively. Then what is the last part of the things we have seen? We will make the non-recursive procedures. Now it individually become non-recursive procedures, because among these two, from this path is 38, this path the 39, this path it is getting to 23. So only we have to choose the minimum of 23. So what is the minimum? 23. So this path will be taken to consideration. What is the path? You can see it is given. It will first start from A to D, to D to B, then it to C. This function A to D, then it is given D to BC, to D to B, then D to C. You can see there. Total path will be last. I have shown it to that path is A to D, then D to C, then C to B. Okay, that will be 23. That will travel from A to, you can see here, this is the path given, this A to D, Okay, from D2 is going to cross D to C. Okay, then D to C, and C to B. This is the path. So D to C. Okay, this is D to C. Then you find the D to C to B. So path is your A to D, D to C, then C to B is the minimum path. That will be answer 23. Okay, this is the 23. You can say ADCB. ADCB is the minimum path. You can see here ADCB is the minimum path. This is the minimum path. ADCB. Okay, this is the minimum path. Okay. So 17. So A to D will have A to D is A to D 6. So this is 17. A to D will be 6. Here it will be 23. So this part is considered. So this is the approach what we are actually discussing through dynamic programming approach. Okay, dynamic programming approach. So if you go complexity, so it is the every path there is a 2 to the power n twice thing or any other the number of possible paths. So you will get 2 to the power n. So there you will be finding for n number of times. So it will be a order of 2 to the power n square. This is not so very good complexity. This is not good one, but still it is more than the good course. All about telling the dynamic approach to solve traveling salesman problem, to find out the for the salesman, okay, how he can visit from city, and at last he or she can reach hometown with the minimum cost. I hope you are understanding and understood very well this purpose. Okay, so thank you. If any questions you can ask, otherwise we will stop.